Welcome, everybody, to this week's edition of the Crypt Files, your follow-up podcast to the hit The In at the End D&D Actual Play 5e podcast. This week, we eating crab. We eating good.
That was absolutely delightful from start to finish.
That was so fun.
I love this little town. This little town is so much fun. I love the like quirkiness with like the Aura Forge guys or whatever.
Yeah.
Aether Forge.
This
is the stuff from the Wastes from the Usama campaign.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of these like buildings being built into the wall and then they can expand their houses with these fairy doors. That's so
with great risk.
That's really fun.
Right.
That's
and like
really
the
fun.
idea is, it was hundreds of years ago these things were used, and so whatever happened on the other side has just been in the Feywild there, just
That's
chilling.
so cool. I love that.
Yeah, it was definitely a neat town. I'm digging it so far.
Yeah, everything was really neat.
Yeah,
Like,
Porterstone's
with
been
the-
interesting.
So let's talk about then, is it a grift?
It's up to say.
prophecy.
I
Up
mean,
to say.
We're metagaming.
They had
We'll have to
a
find out.
kraken come and attack after they told them to put food in the water.
Right, that makes sense.
So
the Kraken
that makes
would come
sense.
and attack.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like attracted the Kraken.
that was like the bad.
But
thing
did it
that
fill
happened.
up the Kraken
No,
so
they
it didn't eat the
put the
people?
food out, and the Kraken came.
Mm.
But people were
They
told-
disobeyed.
But
Yeah,
that
put
seems
food
like
out.
something really easy for like a wizard, a high-level wizard to do.
Yeah. Or maybe
I
somebody
don't
polymorphed a
know.
goldfish into a Kraken.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
We all
it's
know the
that
rest.
simple.
I
Yeah.
just like the idea of Ace being all right. Well, okay, that's just what we need to do. This is just,
That is funny. He
I
just
mean, it's fine.
it's
whatever.
fun.
kudos to Mac for not punching everybody.
Didn't punch anybody. Made a friend out of Bolchik.
Wow.
Got real close.
Mac
Bolchik
has to
is
Bar's
be-
been
cool.
set real low.
Oh, and you guys have the crab hand. You're gonna go show Bolchik at the.
Oh,
yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn! I almost
Yeah.
wish I was
Oh,
there to
we
show her
have-
my sword now.
We can't forget to do that. We can't forget the
Put a little
the
reminder.
crab line. Yeah,
Yeah, don't forget that one because I
that'll
certainly
be
will.
great.
I forget everything before we start playing.
Yeah, I don't remember anything until like 5 minutes or so into it, and it's like, oh yeah, I killed that dire salmon.
I'm thinking about it every day.
Does anybody want to tell us about their level 5 upgrades or
Second attack.
yeah?
I mean, pretty much everyone got pretty similar stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's extra attack, proficiency bonus, and
Did
I did
you
get an
two
extra
get
attack.
your second level spell slots this
I
level?
did.
Yeah.
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 That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I used it to do Divine Smite, which I still only rolled a bunch of ones on. So
And that level 3 thing that I didn't know about that I was supposed to take, there was primal awareness or whatever.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
It opened up extra spells, and I just got a new one at level 5 in addition to all my ranger stuff. And it
So
is
it's like you're getting a bunch of extra spells.
beast sense. And,
Oh, nice.
and web was the other one, so I'm excited about that. The web came with just the normal level up, and then the beast sense came with that level
The other
3
one. Gotcha. And so you get those are the expanded spell list as opposed to the regular class features. It's like you can detect where a certain
Exactly.
kind of thing
Exactly.
is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which is good. I've played with that one before, a ranger that had that, and it was a weird balance of like, well, it says I know basically exactly where they are.
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't quite make sense, and it complicates my planning.
It didn't
It's
seem
like they were hunting undead things, and it's like I know right where it is. So like,
Yeah.
well, okay.
Like with this gem thing that I want to do, I want to see some stuff, like if it makes sense with the flavor of the character, but I don't want all secrets revealed because I
Yeah.
feel like that's part of the fun. And
Dude, True Sight's
being a
sick, though.
cat, he's curious. He wants to explore things, and
I just want
but he
to
doesn't-
power fantasy, you know?
he doesn't want all the answers given to him, I guess.
And True Sight is a powerful
Yeah.
ability. Like if somebody's scrying on you, you see the scrying sensor, which
Ooh,
is
that's
like you
spooky.
never see.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying. That's what I was like going, changing it to see invisibility, which is I think
When
is
the
a little more
void looks back.
interesting. And if there's something that comes up, that you find before that, that you want to change it to, something like that, we can come up with our own thing.
Right on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm open to that if you have any fun ideas.
Yeah, I'll
So,
think about that.
you're
And also
good
too,
like that.
magic items. If there's things you're wanting to get, let me know and I'll try and work them in.
All it takes is a message to him.
Well, here's my message.
'Cause
to you, Alex.
I've like got a list of things that is like
Yeah.
maybe I'll add these things in, and so let me know, and that augments my list
So here-
of things to do.
Here's my message, DM to DM, my DM to the DM. If
Sliding
by the time,
into my DM.
yeah,
Ew.
yeah,
No,
I don't like the way that-
sliding.
Like baseball.
No.
Your dirty ma.
I will slide into my DM.
yeah.
Slip in.
What? So by the time that we, until we have our next session, presumably
want?
I'll remember to pick up the necklace. I put a big note on my
You
character
do make
sheet.
sure to pick it up.
Yeah. If you think of something that you think would be an interesting kind of twist on it,
Yeah.
kind of at the jeweler's creativity, kind of having fun with making the piece.
Here's one. The magic
cool.
backfires and it fuses into your eyeball, and now you have a ruby for an eyeball instead.
Not everyone's backstory has to be, you
Yeah.
know,
Crab eyes.
Eyeball related.
eyeball related.
Well,
yeah.
it's also
eyes,
I don't
it's
know.
also in a crab like shell.
It's
So
yeah.
if you wanna, what I proposed tonight.
And you want
And then
something kind of vision based,
Yeah,
just expanding
and-
that
'cause
he's a hunter.
aspect a
Yeah,
little bit.
something vision based, nature based, or home hearth, like what you were kind of
Right,
describing
yes.
based.
Yeah.
well, the cool thing
I'll
is-
think about it and see what I come up with.
with the ruby, it's going to really make the greens pop. So grass and leaves and stuff is going to look dope as hell.
Oh yeah, RGB.
Yeah, it's going to be like those amber shade sunglasses.
Cool.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
if you
saying?
do like a ruby and then like a sapphire one, then whole world's 3D.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I wonder what that would be like.
I wouldn't know. For me, it's 2D. Yeah, my whole level 5 thing. I don't get an extra attack, but I did obviously go with Pact of the Blade.
Oh, that's right.
Which
Which you
lets
took
me.
Warlock stuff.
And I took one of the things that's kind of funny is I did like this delayed gratification thing where we started, and I was like, well, I want to start with Divine Smite. Obviously, that's really powerful. So I took 2 levels of Paladin,
Cool.
1 level of Warlock Hexblade, and that let me do some fun things. Like I could dump Strength, and I can use my Charisma modifier, so that way I can still cast spells, but then wield. And I sat on that Great Weapon Mastery feat, thinking that when I finally could get my Pact Weapon, and I could summon a Great Sword, that I could have access to this cool feat and be able to do some extra damage and cool things with the Great Sword. And that just happened.
Yeah,
So-
that was so cool.
Yeah.
That was a really
you're
cool
not
scene.
you're not hitting level 5, you're hitting level 3.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
those bigger,
Yeah.
things are
Who
going to
else
happen in 2
is
levels.
multi-classed already or planning on multi-classing?
I think it's just Rhett.
Yeah, it's my weakness because I go.
It's hard not to. Like, there's so many fun things out there.
I would
Yeah.
never multi-class from level 1 ever. But when I'm starting with multiple levels or whatever it might be, I'm gonna go, well, this is a fun combination. It gives me access to 2 cool things that I really want to do.
It's always hard from level 1 like to not take that extra level, especially spellcasters, because it's that progression's so nice.
Yeah, it's so
But
and it's
it's so much fun to multi-class.
and like
Yeah.
giving up my stat boosts and giving up all that. But yeah, but then it's cool because then I get to do really cool things like dump my warlock spells into my warlock spell slots into my divine smite and stuff like that. I just have extra little tools and combine.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
So I can use my warlock spell slots that are separate mechanically. They're packed slots to do a divine smite because divine smite uses a spell
Yeah.
slot.
Right.
And then
Do you
get
have
it
to
back
land an
after a
attack?
short
Well, you land an attack and then you can choose to
Yeah.
do it.
Right.
And so so if I land an attack and I go, well, this one's a divine smite,
yeah.
and now I have level 2 warlock spells, so I can burn a level 2 and get 3d8 rather than 2d8.
I see. So you're augmenting the divine smite as
Yeah.
opposed. Okay. I
right.
get it.
And then this level, I also got to do something really.
Because paladins get similar spell levels to rangers, so you
Right.
don't get those higher level ones for a while.
Okay.
So
So he's
so
just-
doing the warlock one gives you access to these high level ones, which are resettable on a short rest too.
He's like
Yeah, the
hot
short
wiring
rest
it
is huge.
essentially.
Yeah. And it's tough because it's like I see how much cool stuff coming up for Paladin there is, but now I'm level 3 Warlock, and it's like, well, I think I might just take the rest of the levels Warlock. That way I can get my attribute increases. I can get my other stuff. I can get to the pact, the invocation that lets me do extra attacks and
What's
stuff
your
like
DC?
It's like 17 or 18 or something.
Damn.
My spells DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because it's based on
I was excited.
my charisma.
But I was excited. Mine went up to 15, which I was excited because every time I've ever played anything with a spell DC, it's always been 12. 11.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
And that's a big
super-
difference, yeah, because like with Paladin, your main thing is going to be strength.
Yeah.
And then your charisma or wisdom, I forget which, is like your spell casting ability.
Charisma.
But with charisma. But, with a caster, it's going to be the main one. So it's charisma for sorcerers, bards, things like that. And so that DC stays high.
Right.
Yeah.
But for these like half or third casters, like rangers and paladins,
How dare you.
it stays low.
Yeah, it
Third
is.
cast.
And that's what's kind
I
of
think
cool
they
is
are
that
third
because I'm a hexblade, I get to dump my stat. I get to dump strength.
Right.
And I do have a high constitution because of my race and all of this type of stuff, but it's like, I just put it all into charisma and that's my spell mod and my attack mod. Which is freaking fun and awesome. But then I run into the problem where it's like, I can swing my sword. And the benefit is that I can swing my sword and I can do my divine smites and I can do like I have the fun wombo combo now that I'm really looking forward to now that I have it is like I can cast darkness and thanks to my eldritch invocation I can see through magical darkness.
Yeah.
And so if there's a room of enemies I can just be like, oh, you're all blind, and then I just go and wail on them.
Cool.
You know? And in melee I can do the divine smites and I can do the booming blades and I can do the fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's like
That's how to do Booming Blade.
right, yeah.
You go
Put them in darkness and then they can't. They're like, I want to
what's
get
going
out
on?
of
I'm
here.
getting out of here. Yeah.
Exactly. So
And I think I have Fog Cloud too, so
yeah.
if you ever
Well, there you go.
need a
And then but then it's tough because like now my Eldritch Blast shoots 2 beams and does more damage, and
That's
I'm
cool.
like, what's the point of swinging this sword? So
Divine Smite.
yeah.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And
definitely the
that's-
point.
So Val or Dash, you kind of made a comment about how you only did 17 damage or whatever, finishing off that crab.
Oh yeah.
It is all relative though, because I mean 17 is still a pretty
Sure. Yeah,
healthy
I know. It's
chunk
just
of
like compared to
damage.
what everyone else is doing. Like everyone was doing like 40, 30 damage. to
There
this
was
thing.
some
Yeah.
big chunks during
But
the
it's
night,
it's
yeah.
kind of nice for me or for both of us because it's like if you land a crit, then you can do a divine smite if you want.
Yeah, no, that's true.
If you land a crit, yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's yeah, it
Do you
just
think-
it rolled terribly.
Do you think you're ever going to use your chains offensively more, or is it kind of like a?
Yeah, I'll probably use it. It kind of depends. I don't know.
They're very cool flavor based.
Yeah, that's a fun thing to have in the pocket.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's especially nice. I mean, especially if something seems like it might be really susceptible to fire
Yeah.
because they're like on fire, then it could be like, oh, that's actually super useful.
Ooh,
That reminds me.
my new sword lights thing's on fire too. So
This is all great news because web, specifically in web, it says can catch on fire. So if we get a group of baddies
and then just
in
light
the
them on
web
fire.
and then light it up.
well, the master commander of bonfires is here,
That's what I was thinking. I was gonna.
throw a grease spell on top of it.
Yeah.
oh, they're fucked. We'll just
We're all
cook 'em.
dead.
Yeah, I've thought
No
of
need
the,
to salt that meat.
I thought of the chain as more like if we ever wanted to interrogate someone, I could
Time up.
tie 'em up in my chains, and then if they say the wrong thing, I just
Squeeze and burn them.
squeeze and burn them, light them up,
Yeah.
and then they slowly start burning, and then we keep interrogating them.
you
Especially considering Torog is like the god of like punishment, and
Do you keep them covered, or is it out for all to see?
no, they're just like wrapped around my arm. They're like attached.
But like
to me.
your sleeves, do you have long sleeves?
He's like Ghost Rider.
No, they're
Right.
just wrapped
No, I
around.
understand the concept, everybody.
No, they're chains
I'm
wrapped around
asking if
my
you're wearing
arms.
clothes.
He's like Daredevil in
That cover
season
them.
2 when he goes to the biker gang place.
Yes, I have clothes, but they're wrapped over that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like bound underneath your chain.
And I would say that the chain goes up inside like a slit in the sleeve, and you don't know whether it's actually attached
Kinda-
to me into
Kind of
my
Wolverine
flesh or not.
skin. Okay.
It probably is, but you'll never know.
Yeah, unless you. Can
I
get him
will make it
naked.
my mission.
Unless you can make sweet.
Looking pretty
love
warm,
to
Val. Why don't you take off your jacket?
No, never.
Do you need back rub?
Yeah. I'm good at those.
Slowly going down my arm,
Yeah,
like, trying
yeah.
to feel like, is there?
Oh man, I do want to say I think at least twice, maybe more times during this campaign, I have put gold in front of you guys.
Oh, no.
And you guys have just added to the pile and not taken it.
Yeah.
I'm like, these guys need money. I got to put gold somewhere.
Yeah, I'm broke
Like, here's
now.
200 gold.
I can't take from Melora.
You can. It's easy. Just put it in your pocket.
Simon 100%
Not when I'm
would
hearing
not.
fucking ethereal voices that cut
I
through
know,
the
I
howling
know.
of the ghosts that haunt me.
I'm putting them in the wrong places, but
Yeah.
I think at least
Look.
it's happened twice.
I got a free magic sword. I got what I wanted.
Where was the other
It was
one?
funny because
I don't remember.
the other offering tray at all the
Yeah.
fucking places we've been.
I
always
can't remember
church-based,
where the other one was. You do also have some silver and gold ingots somewhere.
Yeah, I have like a
I have
a
600
gold.
silver
Oh.
ingots.
I have
There you go. Yeah.
I have a silver and
I have
gold.
a bunch of silver in my bag. Yeah.
Or
People
or,
were like scrounging for money this episode. I'm like, I think you have some money somewhere.
Well, here's the thing.
I
No,
gave my
because
ingots-
Milo's character intentionally has no money on him always.
yeah.
I gave my
Convenient.
ingots for the
He's
rest
been
of
hitting
us.
all of us up.
Yeah.
I gave my
have
ingots to
money.
Corgan.
I have
Yeah.
gold.
he's that friend
Okay,
that
yeah.
schmoozes.
No, I gave you that money. Remember, just give me some.
But see, that's I don't have money either. I just keep
Well,
giving
'cause
it
you
to
give
Corgan, basically.
Yeah, you give.
so
I give it to
Right.
you, and
It's-
you
it's-
give it away.
but it works.
Payroll, man.
It works because I still got the magic sword I
haven't
wanted.
done any kind of inventory, so of course it works.
I just carry what I have, which is like I have my sweet magical incense burner, and now I have a sword.
Yeah.
I gave the +1 axe to Corgan.
Did you leave the sensor?
true.
No,
as an
I
offering?
took it with me.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
You just were using
I
it.
never mentioned that I grabbed it, and I was like, it's a fucking legendary item. I'm not leaving it behind. So I was like, there will be no disputing that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I just offered what I gave was a prayer.
right. That I think was clear in what you said.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you guys
Yeah.
would give.
Yeah.
And then
Take the money.
take 200 gold.
Yeah.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
Party.
Thanks for
Maybe I'll leave another bolt and lighten the load of
There you go,
coins.
yeah.
Yeah. But again, that's my problem. Like Ben is not material, really at all. So,
And Simon's not a thief. Especially
Maybe I'll
from
say
Melora.
Corgan and Dorgan took it.
yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, fuck it.
They've got it.
They were there with us, so yeah.
They're gonna get us
They're
killed.
chilling.
We're all like, okay, let's go and make sure they take care of this sweet Melora's sanctuary. And like Corgan and Dorgan look at each other after we leave the room. They just
Yeah.
swipe all the fucking gold.
They got this nice medallion now.
I love having the morally questionable people in our group. They can just do all the bad things when our backs are turned.
Yeah. But how can we get it to benefit us? That's the.
We just keep paying them. That's all. It benefits us.
I guess that's true. They're still with us.
I mean, I told them from the get-go that the deal was like, yeah, I would pay them, but follow us and riches will like fall in your lap, basically.
You just
I
gotta reach out.
I think
and-
you guys are now kind of outpacing their benefit. Like before, when they first showed up, I think they were like, "Oh, this is huge." They're because they're doing 2 attacks. They're
Yeah,
got these great
didn't you tell us
axes.
they were like level 7?
I mean,
No.
they're CRs. They're not CR7. I think they're like CR3.
Oh,
But CR3 is huge. Like it's
Yeah,
it's
What do we got to do to get them to level up? Their CR.
they're not gonna level up.
Come on.
They don't get a level up.
Come on.
They're not touched by the.
They're a part of the family.
They are
They're
absolutely part.
adventuring.
But not. They're not. Their heart's not in it. Their soul's not in it, man. They're just doing it
It's
for
just
money.
about the pocketbook.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well.
I think that's because Alex really doesn't want to balance a party of 6 player characters,
Exactly.
2 of which are just not actual player characters.
I just don't want. I don't want
He
them to
voices both of them.
outshine. Like you guys should be able to do doing
outshined
the
us
cool
a
things.
lot.
Right.
And I will tell you, I have not felt bad about giving them all of my stuff.
Yeah.
I like how we play D&D to in-game pay 2 non-player characters to do all our fighting.
Yeah.
We're like
We just basically play capitalism. Like, no. We'll just pay for the problem to go away.
Yeah.
You guys don't want to fight? No. I just I'm going to throw money at the problem.
We've
Yeah.
paid them several years worth of wages for a standard adventurer.
I don't think that's the case. I
I
really
don't think
oh
we
yeah,
paid them
I
that
meant
much.
to go
Not
back and
several
listen
years.
today.
Same. I need to. But like a year.
Pretty
400
confident,
gold.
Like when you gave us all of the like ingots and stuff,
I gave
I
them
took my share
ingots,
and
yeah.
I gave it to Ben.
Yeah.
and I think Ben gave all of my share to them.
And I don't think I took
If
any.
I
I don't remember
right.
the ingots being paid.
I don't think I paid them. I just think I said, "Here, you carry these."
Gotcha. But like a full year is like, 400 gold for like a regular person.
All right.
Right. And so for
risking their lives.
Risking your life
frequently.
is like, it's going to be a little more than that.
God, I'll have to go back and listen because I have a distinct number
I
of
feel like
400.
Figure it out. Let me know. I want to keep current with what.
Well, what do we do when they're finally sort of like useless to us? Do we just like assign them to boat duty, or do we like relinquish our control on them?
I feel like we're just going to pay them so much that they're just going to be like, yeah, you're done. And they're just going to leave.
At some point, they're going to be happy with their nest egg.
Relinquish them of their duties.
Yeah,
they
can stay if they want.
Then your chains.
They got to get that money back to their mom.
Yeah.
They got all kinds of plans.
Yeah, he tried to talk to his mom.
He did.
I think. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did let him talk.
I do
Saw
think
them all. Yeah,
maybe they should be taking their money and like buying better armor and weapons so that they can.
That's on them.
I already gave Corgan a +1 battle axe. Like these guys can stay formidable with the right weapons and armor.
Does that carry over the +1?
It should. Yeah.
It should.
If Alex remembers.
If I remember.
Okay.
Oh, I'll remind you from now on because
I
that
don't
was
tend to remember.
that was his mortal enemy's battle axe.
Yeah.
It's a special axe.
It's a cool axe.
It's a great axe. It's a great axe.
I realized the thing that I took from him was that seeing stone that is now
at the bottom of the ocean.
At the bottom of the ocean.
Messaging stone. Yeah. This is it's fun. I'm excited to see what happens. And if Corgan and Dorgan they outlive or if we simply just outgrow them or whatever, we'll just they'll go and they can
They've got their desires, they've got their motivations.
We'll find some more helpers.
Yeah.
Will this come out before the 30th of this month?
No idea. Yeah. No.
I think so because aren't we most No,
because I have the next 2 weeks of episodes scheduled. And then I don't know. This either comes out on the 28th or 2 weeks after that.
Shoot. Well, if it comes out on the 28th, actually, never mind, because it won't be relevant. Never mind.
Okay.
Cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
you can go to the jeweler and get your thing
to
back.
the jeweler, right?
Jeweler.
To the jeweler.
Yeah.
Gotta go to the jeweler.
Yeah. Love a good jeweler. Yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about from this episode quickly?
Yeah,
or?
How did I say it so weird?
Yeah, to me you didn't.
You did.
Rhett just made a comment when you said
Made it
it.
sound like I was disparaging Jewish people or something.
What? No.
That's not
Why
what
would I ever do that?
No.
I just thought it was funny that you were taking it so.
That's what I thought.
Happening.
Yeah.
That's what I thought was happening, and so
it just sounded.
It just sent me on a spiral.
You just put like an emphasis on it that I thought was weird.
Yeah.
And we just made note of it. We're like, oh, that's a weird.
Okay.
You kind of emphasized it a little like extra, which we didn't say like what part of the word you said like extra.
It was almost like if somebody was like, "Hey, Caleb."
Okay.
Rhett and I were just like, we were simply.
I inferred something
like,
completely
oh,
different.
interesting. And then you flipped out. You had a conniption.
That
I
sounds nothing
that
like
was
me.
man.
Yeah.
Oh my
I thought it had something to do with the way I pronounced the first syllable, and it was.
Anyways, join us for
Bother
our
me.
new podcast, Gaslight, the podcast, where Rhett and I turn our friends into enemies
All we do is
by
say.
slowly driving you fucking mad.
All we say is, "Why'd you say it like that?"
Yeah.
We have conversations, and then at some point we go, "Why'd you say it like that?"
Yeah.
What do you mean? I don't know. It just felt very like charged.
I don't know, man. I think you really need to do some soul searching
Yeah.
after that one.
Using some really hostile language.
You been on YouTube a lot lately, or what?
I didn't expect you to say that.
Yeah.
You didn't seem like that kind of person.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh man.
All right. Well,
Guys, that's it for this. This has been Crypt Files. As always, we are The End at the End, and we're available at theendattheend.com or the cryptfiles.com. Wherever podcasts are found, iTunes, Apple, Mac Store, and
Circuit City.
Post office.
we have a P.O. Box in Turner, Oregon, P.O. Box number 297 something. And yeah, check out the blog, theathattheend.com. Check out the things. Go to our Humble store where you can buy things like hopefully Baldur's Gate 3 soon. But right now, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 for sure.
I wonder
including,
if they have Project Zomboid, because I've been playing so much Project Zomboid.
Maybe they do. I don't know. This like the Humble store has everything. Once it gets past their exclusive deals and stuff. So go to bit.ly/humblein. Check out, see if they got Project Zomboid. See if you can get yourself.
Recently had a bunch of good TTRPG random tables.
That
looked really neat.
I was a little skeptical about those because I was looking at them and I was like, are these all just AI written?
They might be.
Because I've bought in so many TTRPG random table bundles from Humble Bundle, and they've all been really great. But something it was on my hackles and I was scrolling through. I was like, I didn't read them. I was just looking at the covers, and I was like, are these all AI generated? We'll see. Maybe I'll buy them and I'll report back.
I do hear that there is a new game to look out for, or not a new game, but Pressure Wash.
Oh yeah, Pressure Washer.
Pressure Wash Simulator.
Pressure Washer the Simulator, which I played for 2 hours in some kind of drug-induced stupor, apparently. It's real fun and addicting for 1 to 2 levels, and then you go, "Why am I just doing a job?"
Well, I'm
just doing manual
come out and
labor.
clean some ponds with me, man.
Yeah,
it's about that. I'll give you some money for it.
No, thank you.
I played this game not too long ago. It's probably available on the Humble Bundle store by now. Called "I Am Jesus Christ." 5 chapters of reliving the Gospels, baby.
Are you serious?
As Jesus Christ. Yeah, you unlock his magic.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
I want to play this.
Do you use like mana?
Yeah, there's mana. Yeah. You get access to spells, like converting water to wine.
Interesting.
I think I've got a guidebook.
I'm scared to ask. How does it end?
I think it literally
spoilers.
ends with his crucifixion.
For real?
I've only played through the prologue, but yeah.
Level 30.
I got early access, baby. Yeah. I got early access and I played through the prologue and I was like, this is as awful as it. To the credit, they made a beautiful game, but beautiful because they used like pre-bought assets and things like this, but it's fully voice acted.
By Jesus himself?
No, Jesus has been dead
Well,
for 2000
he lives in all
Jim
of us.
Caviezel.
So.
Yeah,
there you go.
By the
Obviously.
way, have you seen how he's gone off the deep end lately?
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
loved him in Count of Monte Cristo.
Hated him and everything else.
Yeah. They should have let him jump and pay it forward,
He was pretty good in The Passion, so.
It's true.
That was the beginning of the end for me.
Anyways, grab your sword, keep on adventuring.